So this next video that I wanted to check out. You know how many times? Okay, low key, I'm kind of getting tired of seeing a lot of or repetitive titles in videos. Mm. Because a lot of channels will do, you know, um, let me just show you. Let me show you. Doherty, Jack Shittery just hit rock bottom. How many downfalls of Jack Doherty? Jack Doherty, just the end of Jack Doherty, the end of this person, the downfall of this person, the uh cancellation of this person. This person's done. It's over. Doomed. Blah blah blah. Everything. All these different titles mean the same thing, and it's all by the same channels. You know what I'm saying? There's multiple the ends or downfalls or rock bottom, or you know what I'm saying? There's multiple versions of that same video about the same person, or not the same video, but there's many different titles about the same person on the same YouTube channel. I'm just it gets anyway. This is the down. Jack Doherty just hit rock bottom again for the umpteenth time or whatever. But anyway, it's by the YouTube channel Internet Anarchist. But let's get into this. Links will be in the description below. Be sure to check them out.
Jack Doherty spent years harassing the public, antagonizing others, and being a self-entitled man-child who's willing to cross any boundary for content.
Hey, oh! Oh! No! No! No!
But now, he's finally getting what he deserves. He's been perma-banned from Kick, his girlfriend McKinley broke up with him.
It's like my girlfriend called the cops on me. I can't.
And then he went and got a girlfriend that looked exactly like her. Exactly like her. That's crazy. Hold on. Let me just go to this real quick.
Jack Doherty spent years harassing the public, antagonizing others, and being a self-entitled man-child who's willing to cross any boundary for content.
Hey. Oh! Oh! No! No! No!
But now, he's finally getting what he deserves.
Imagine if that did not go as planned. Imagine if it went a little farther south. You know what I'm saying? And then, imagine if they went off through the railing and shit like that. And, imagine if your friend, the friend of the passenger side, you didn't even take their life into account. You just did that shit like, just for your own clout, just for your own, because you thought because you needed something for people to talk about you. It was a desperate move, in my opinion. So, you not even taking your friend's life into account. Your friend's life don't mean shit to you, bro. You don't have control of that situation once you start it. You know what you did? You accelerated while it was pouring in the rain, and then turn the steering wheel. Come on, bro. You knew you're gonna hydroplane. You wanted to do that shit. Okay. Give it up for Freezy, and hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, all the above.
He's been perma-banned from Kick. His girlfriend McKinley broke up with him.
It's like my girlfriend called the cops on me. I can't believe what's happening right now. Girls are the fake that you guys wouldn't even believe it. Bro, you called the cops on me in my own house after I've done everything.
And if that wasn't bad enough, he's also running out of the money he earned by selling his soul.
Everything, bro. When I met this girl, I was making $1.5 million a month. Now, I'm making probably a tenth of that. Like, what the?
But even that's not the end of his downfall, since he's desperately trying to farm sympathy points by pretending to act miserable.
I love her, and she's my girlfriend. That's why I've been with her for the past 2 years. It's like, I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna be with someone I don't love or don't think I would be with in the future. And I don't think it's something like we can't overcome.
And faking a robbery.
I just got robbed on Rodeo Drive. 4 armed guys hopped out of their car, ripped both my chains off my neck.
Unfortunately for Jack, the internet couldn't care less.
That's gotta suck, but that's because nobody respects him. They know he got money, but they don't respect him after all the shit that he's done. I wouldn't be surprised if the people that robbed him knew him from YouTube, knew who he was from his YouTube and all the shit he's done before. They don't respect him. Of course they don't. So it's like, yeah, fuck him. Take a shit. That's you reap what you sow. You know what I'm saying? Your actions have consequences. And I'm definitely going to believe that the people that robbed him knew who he was and knew what he's done.
Every day when Jack is having a bad day is a good day. I've been waiting for this moment for years. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we're diving back into the never-ending demise of Jack Doherty. How he's continuing to dig his own grave, all while posting it online for everyone to see. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with the Jack Doherty saga, here's a super quick recap to get you up to speed. His much-awaited downfall began with him crashing his car. Super quick recap.
Worst YouTuber, life ruined, it's over. Like, yeah, psycho YouTuber. These two are essentially the same titles. These two are essentially the same titles, and this is the same title as pretty much these two. Like, how many times it will be? Sometimes it gets impressive. How many times a content creator can say the same thing with different words?
Recap to get you
I'm not making fun of. Oh, yes, I am making fun of, but I'm also applauding it.
up to speed. His much awaited
Now I have to figure out what I'm gonna name it.
downfall began with him crashing his car after trying to read his stream chat while flooring it in the rain. He's since been caught viewbotting his streams.
Okay, Jack Doherty with the views. Look at robot views. Okay, let's see Stable Ronaldo. Okay, let's see. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Exposed for scamming his
He's looking at how many views he's got versus how fast the chat is moving. If it says you have a lot of views, but your chat's stagnant and not moving, then it's more likely that you don't have shit. You're botting. So I don't want a bot. I don't want a bot. I'll take my 0 views. I'll take my 0 to 5 views every now and then. Sometimes I get 10, and it's like, oh shit, today was a good day. Anyway,
remaining viewers with a crypto rug pull.
I'm buying McLaren coins. All right.
yeah, that's fucked up too.
I just bought 5 soul. Worth. Let's see.
And permabans from Kick after he got into a fight with a stream sniper.
You're getting chips everywhere.
More recently, his girlfriend McKinley broke up with him and left him without his biggest source of income, which was her OF account.
Excuse me for.
That's right, because he was leeching off her OF account. But I guess is it fair to say that like he got her, he helped her like come up? Is it safe to say that? So him leeching off her OF account, it's like, it doesn't make it all right. It doesn't make it all right. But it's like, I see why he did it. You know what I'm saying? But for how long did he do that shit for? Like, he could have had the contract stopped for a while, after a while, huh? But anyway, damn. Yeah, his girlfriend left him and he's been crashing out. He's been on a slow crash out ever since. So I'm curious to see what happened now.
Money. For real. For sure. I never thought it would be possible, but it's obvious. It's like no bitch flips like that in 24 hours, changes their passwords to absolutely everything.
They don't flip like that in 24 hours. This has been a long time coming. Her feelings for you have ended months ago, my guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that she's just now acting on it. She probably already has a new man. Like if she's like, I know she did that show with Lacey, but that was probably just for her show. But she probably has an actual, like, you know what I'm saying, a man on the side that nobody knows about. But if she's doing something with the creator, then it might just probably just for show. It might just be show for show. But I wouldn't be surprised if she had already had a new man that nobody knew about. But like, she's definitely been plotting this for a while. Yeah, nah. Women don't flip just overnight. Nah, they something triggers in their mind at some point in time, and then, or maybe even in since the very beginning, she never planned on being with you that long, or as long as she has. Probably, she probably thought she'd leave sooner, but for whatever reason, she stayed. But shit, yeah, nah, this is not something that happened overnight, bro. She's been plotting this.
Calls the cops to me to take all their shit, and like that. Like, who the fuck does that after I've done everything for this?
That's where we left off in my last video, and things have only gotten messier since, starting with Jack's complete inability to decide on the narrative he wants to portray. He went from accusing McKinley of using him for his money.
Don't even know her. It's insane. Like, evil, bro. She's been plotting this shit for a minute. This just used me for fucking money. For real.
Party.com.
Sure.
To putting on a sad face and talking about how much he still loved her the very next morning.
I love her, and she's my girlfriend. That's why I've been with her for the past 2 years. You know, it's like, I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna be with someone I don't love or don't think I would be with in the future.
Now, you'd be forgiven for thinking that maybe these were his real feelings. After all, he looked genuinely distraught by the sudden breakup. But make no mistake, the only thing Jack really cares about.
This guy sucked. But at the same time, you were dating an OF chick. So I can't say I feel sorry for you. I can't. But I can't say this guy sucked. To have to go through that with your feelings and emotions and shit. This guy sucked. But dude, you were dating an OF chick. I'm not surprised. That's all I'm saying.
Is the content, which is why he changed his tune once again and went from practically begging McKinley to come back to getting a new girlfriend who looks like McKinley's long-lost twin sister named Christiana Sansone. But when this new relationship failed to get the attention he was looking for, Jack moved on to his next genius plan, one that involved a potentially fake crime. On the 7th of May 2025, he posted a video titled, "I got robbed for..."
Also, the fact that after your girlfriend left you, you're so fucked up over it that she went and got a clone of her, practically a clone of her. You know, she had to dye her hair the same way that McKinley did. And McKinley had it just to like make sure she caught your attention. Shit, she knew you weren't over her, McKinley, and she was willing to give you her body just to get a couple bags. Damn. Hey. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Am I right? McKinley too? I'm right.
$300,000, in which he told the story of how he was robbed of his 2 diamond chains worth $300,000 in broad daylight while in the middle of a crowded area.
Rob me, they shoot both my fucking chains, bro. Dog. Jake, what the?
You probably need to maybe you need to hit the gym, bro. Get a bit bigger, cause maybe people like think they look. You had your security guard with you, bro. Big black dude, and niggas still tried you.
Bro, they had a gun. Where's yours? What?
Oh yeah, they had a gun. Never mind.
Bro, like what?
Where's yours?
I don't. What the?
And while he did call the police and file an official report,
it was 2 diamond chains, like $300,000. Did they touch you?
Yes.
Bleeding. One of them was 100K, one of them was 200K. It's like 300K. Yeah.
many people
Damn.
are convinced that he's lying about the whole incident, with comments like, no bruises or cuts from being knocked down, no scratches or red marks from chains being ripped off. He is very calm despite having, quote, guns pointed at him. Yeah, this is all lies. And
then why file the police report? Because wouldn't that just be like it's a false charge? Like wouldn't why? That's it should be illegal, right?
That doesn't look like someone who's just been robbed, looks like someone who's filed a false police report and is instantly regretting it. What's crazy is that these accusations might turn out to be true. There's plenty of evidence pointing towards the whole thing being a fake stunt for attention, or as some people suspect, insurance fraud. For starters, Jack Doherty, the streamer who goes out of his way to film the lowest points of his life without a second thought, was somehow not filming when the robbery happened.
That's a good statement. Yeah, I was just thinking about that because it's like, bro, you film everything, even the car crash. Even no, I guess as soon as something happens, he does turn the stream on probably. But at the same time, you were out with your bodyguard and your cameraman, and you weren't streaming.
Not to mention the fact that his story is full of holes and contradictions. For instance, at one point, he mentions getting tackled to the ground by the robbers.
That was a setup for sure, bro. It's too perfect. I walk out and
Now it's really started to sound like it was a setup. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. A setup, because Jackson had set it up. Get it? You get it. I know you get it. Yo, real player. Yo, what up, Mike? That's good, bro. Real player, Mike. RPM. Hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, all the above.
You're right there.
We are watching Jack Doherty just hit rock bottom. Your game? You have a game? What kind of game? Is it like on Steam or some shit? It's on Steam? What game? Game Jolt, okay. Alright, bet. I can try it, but I've already promised that I'd be playing Red Dead Redemption next. House of Thugs. I'll check it out, but I gotta at least play Red Dead Redemption today. So maybe tomorrow though. Something like 100 megabytes. I gotta keep my word. You know what I'm saying? So Red Dead Redemption first. Yeah, I do that today at least. Yeah. Appreciate.
All three or four of them just tackling me to the ground.
But then immediately changes his story to where he was pinned against a wall.
Pinned up against the wall like this, and I see my change right there in this guy's hand, and I'm being pushed like this. Some other guy's going at my watch, and I'm like trying to fight him off.
But that's not.
Yeah, also the fact that they didn't take the watch or the bracelet, just the chains, nigga. They had time, right? They had time because they had a gun on your guy. They had a gun on your guy, your security guard. So they had time. Take your chain, just like run your watch, or take that, or rip that shit off you. Take your bracelet. I don't know, man.
Not all.
It is starting to look kind of a little more, or maybe I'm just putting too much in it. Like maybe just wanted to get them and get away. You know what I'm saying? Like it was broad daylight, which is another questionable act. You see, the police are questioning the other people, right? So maybe they're saying they didn't see shit, or maybe they're saying they saw the shit. I don't know.
Because he changed the story once again and started talking.
All I know for sure is that nobody respects Jack Doherty or Shittery. So, bro, I'm sure even your girlfriend is just using you for a come up. Your new girlfriend. She was with her friends one day. It was like, you do look like Mackenzie or whatever her name is. All you gotta do is change. All you gotta do is dye the front part of your hair. And so she did it, and that's all it took. And now she's on the come up.
About getting chased by the robbers.
She probably has an OF too. No, of course she has an OF. It's Jack. She's dating Jack Doherty.
Instead.
Dude, he was chasing me around the road trying to get my watch off. And I don't know which way to go, bro. Because like, if I go too far away, he's gonna just get me alone, and I have a broken collarbone, so I can't even fight this guy.
His ex, who's known him for years,
all the excuses, and he has a broken collarbone, so he can't even fight the guy.
Thinks that he made it all up as well.
So he got his chain yapped. No, I just want to get your opinion.
Okay.
For people that don't know, and this is up to you, but it just feels staged.
I feel like it's staged. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, looks just like McKinley. Look at her, because that's her right now. That's McKinley. The other girl looks like this chick. It's on the screen right now.
Put simply, most people aren't buying the robbery narrative, and the ones that do believe his story have zero sympathy for him either, with comments like, "Are the robbers okay? I hope they got home safe. Couldn't have happened to a better person," flooding his video. Jack's career is unraveling right in front of his eyes, and every attempt he's made to remedy the situation has backfired horribly. One of these attempts was his appearance on the No Jump.
I think he also recently said that he got new chains to replace the one that he lost. What if it came out that he saw that he brought back or sold or whatever, or was only leasing the chains that were never his to begin with, and he just switched to different ones because his leasing time was up and the whole robbery shit was a lie? What if something like that came out? That'd been funny.
Jumper podcast with Adam22. Judging by his tone and mannerisms, it's obvious he's trying to come off as a changed man, someone who learned from his mistakes and is ready to move on.
I feel like the last time that we did the podcast, you were doing your thing, but it feels like a lot has changed since then.
Yeah, I was a little crazy back then.
Unfortunately for Jack, this podcast felt less like his redemption arc and more like an extended self-snitching session, where instead of outright denying the allegations of him recruiting girls that barely turned 18 for his OF business, he claims that, quote, most are older than him.
Yeah, apparently he was waiting for, he was like, he knew them when they were 17, but he was waiting for them to turn 18, and the day they turned 18, he apparently would have like a party on his yacht, and or rent a yacht and have a party and try to recruit them. The day they turn 18.
As if you're like only management shit was like primarily like aimed at getting girls who are like fresh out of high school. Was that like a fake narrative from your perspective?
Yeah, I mean, most of the girls I work with are like older than me, even, like a lot of them.
At one point, he also mentioned that McKinley didn't start her OF until 6 months into their relationship. This was his way of trying to shut down the accusations that he only got with her for her online earnings. However, this backfired spectacularly when McKinley revealed that she only started this business because Jack blackmailed her into it.
He told me to send me back home if I didn't, so I did it.
No.
I swear.
Now, I should mention that McKinley didn't provide.
He still did it though, for the love of the money, the love of money. Ain't that some shit?
Any proof to back up this claim, but given Jack's track record, it's not hard to imagine him actually doing something like this, just to get the thing he loves above all else, money. Even when George Janko tried to call him out on this, his response essentially boiled down to, quote, because money.
This is a version of pimping. You're pimping these girls out. You don't think that's attacking your heart in any way?
No, because at the end of the day, they all, you know, they already like want to do what they're doing, and it's just like I just actually make the money doing it, because there are so many girls that actually do OnlyFans and make, you know, $0 and stuff, and they're doing it all for what, you know? It's like every girl I work with makes like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month and millions of dollars a year, you know?
That being said, McKinley, for all her complaints about Jack, isn't much better either. Whether she was initially blackmailed by Jack or not, she eventually leaned into it hard, going as far as to use literal minors to promote her OF content.
That's still fucking disgusting. Like, that's her little brother, by the way, if I remember correctly. That's just disgusting, bro. Minors should keep minors out of that. Keep minors away from that type of the exposure of that industry. Like, they don't even need to be around it. They don't need to know it exists until like 21, technically 18, because that's when they're not a minor anymore. But still, come on.
I'm taking that Urus.
Urus?
Yep.
All right. Would you rather have this girl or this McLaren?
McLaren.
McLaren? Oh, okay. All right. Well, sorry.
After leaving Jack, she also started showing up on FaZe Lacey's stream, and it looked like the two of them really hit it off.
I don't
just
know
for the
what's
views.
more beautiful, the fireworks or you?
Corny. But he knew it was.
That was a good one, right? That was good. That was good. That was good. That was good.
Jack even tried to get McKinley's attention by donating to Lacey.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Doherty Jack, thank you for the 25 gifted.
Thank you. Of course.
Thank you for the...
But as it turned out, she was only hanging out with him for clout. Once she had what she needed, she disappeared and stopped replying to Lacey, all while also using a picture of them two together
Maddie,
as
appreciate
promo
the
on her
follow.
OF, forcing Lacey to clarify the
Hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, all the above.
situation in a tweet reading, "The fact I even have to make this tweet is insane. I am being used as clickbait. I'm not in any..."
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up that she did that. Like she started that whole, you know, relationship thing for the, well, obviously they started it, whatever, but they started it for like just the views and the cloud or whatever, and then for her to use that and then be like, take one of the pictures that she had with him and put it on her OF as if to suggest that he and her did something in order to get people to subscribe and to, you know, view her content. And then him not getting shit for that. That's fucked up. I see. You don't have to do that. Because I don't want to buy anything. I can look, but I'm still not going to buy anything.
Any pictures or videos. Please do not fall for this BS and get scammed. My legal team and I will be getting it removed immediately. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. However, while this behavior hints that she...
That's fucked up. That also kind of fucks up his image. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't have an image of as someone who would, you know, do something in the sex industry. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have that image. He just has the image of a streamer and he's goofy and, you know, whatever. But her hinting at a possible fact that him and her did something for her OF, that's fucked up, because that ruins his image. And if he has any like you know, promoters or people he's in contracts with that shit that he's not supposed to be a part of, and the like there could be a clause in the contract that he's not supposed to be a part of any type of web type shit or any type of performance within the sexual industry. There's probably no clause like that, but I'm just saying if there is. Or maybe if there's advertisers that wanted to work with him and they saw that, they were like, okay, well, maybe we can't because that's not on brand with what we want to promote. So that kind of ruins his image. But it looks like, you know, it looks like he talked about getting it down, so that's good.
He might not be entirely blameless in how things fell apart with Jack. That isn't going to save his career at this point either. He'll likely continue to become more and more irrelevant with each passing day, until no one is interested in talking about him, no matter how many controversial stunts he tries to pull. Alternatively, if the robbery does turn out to be fake, he could actually face criminal charges for obstruction of emergency services, or something along those lines, and maybe even end up in jail. That being said, make sure you subscribe to stay updated on the situation, as things look like they're going to get a whole lot worse. Jack Doherty.
That's damn. But yeah, if the whole robbery was fake, isn't that also I was gonna say like obstruction of police time or something like that, like wasting police time. Isn't it illegal to, like, you know, just call in fake shit like that or false shit like that? But anyway, that was Jack Doherty hit rock bottom by the YouTube channel Internet Anarchist. And I guess in a way he did hit rock bottom, because if he's resorting to faking him getting robbed, faking robberies, then it's like, what are you doing, bro? You might as well just give up. Like, you stooped this low? Seriously? Anyway, yeah. Link to that video, link to that channel, both in the description below, so be sure to check them out. And yeah, that's it. Peace.